What's up, y'all? Today is Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. Time is 8:38 p.m. I'm making this video because, well, you probably don't know, but FBI is sitting around watching my YouTube videos. So, the last video that I posted on YouTube, I updated the vehicles that FBI drive that's in that house next door to me at 3615 East Lombard Street. Okay, so don't worry about not being able to see me. I just want you to hear my voice. Okay, so since I filed that $10 billion lawsuit against FBI, they took Monica Devon, FBI agent, who they put the house in her name. They took her out of there. And I listed in my lawsuit a couple of the tag numbers of some of the FBI vehicles that was over there. So those FBI terrorist agents have not been over there. So now they got 3 other FBI terrorist agents over there. And the one that's been over there the past couple days is the FBI agent driving that Chevy Tahoe. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's the video just before this one. If you're watching this on Facebook, well, just go to the photo albums on the left. If you're watching this on Instagram or Snapchat or anything else, you know where to go to look for it. Okay, so the FBI terrorist in the Chevy Tahoe that's over there yesterday and the past couple days that he's been over there has been causing me to have a heart attack. Now, yesterday that terrorist bitch made me have such chest pains and such a heart attack that I actually ran up out of my house and walked up to the library right across the street from the firehouse. So if the pain got worse, I could just walk over there and ask them for help. But I went on Facebook Live and told y'all what that terrorist nigga was doing. Now, if you wonder why I call them terrorists, well, for the past 5 years, they have been terrorizing me in my own fucking house. Making it so I can't even sleep in my own house. Making it so I have not had a decent night's sleep in the past 5 years when since those FBI terrorists have been using these low frequency weapons on me that they claim does not exist. Now, just looking at the levels of electromagnetic field that they're inundating my house with, just looking at that, just look at a couple of the videos, especially the ones where I showed you how they turned it down to a negative 0.1, turned it up as high as a 33.2. And look at the videos where BGE turned the electricity off or I turned the electricity off and the levels were still there. The levels are not normal to my house. That meter that I document with, you have to be 6 inches or closer from a source in order to pick up levels. And my TV is 6 feet away from the meter, right in front of me where I sat at. And the levels are not coming from my TV. I show you levels at my front door. I show you levels in my bedroom where I sleep at, where I have no TV. The only thing I have in my bedroom is a ceiling light and a little lamp that I use. A color changing, well, a lamp in my bedroom. I sold my DJ equipment because of those bitches. They got me fired from my FedEx job, and they've been keeping me from getting work since. Anywhere that I try to apply for work, they either walk in 5 minutes after I leave if I apply in person, or if I apply online, they either block the applications or call the people right after I file the application because they sitting around. They hacked into the library's computer, so they know what I'm doing when I do it, you know, what I type or whatever. They, when I had internet at home, they kept putting a virus on my computer, making my computer go to a blue screen. They kept slowing the internet down when I would restore the operating system. They slowed the internet down so that it was completely unusable. So we got rid of it. So I no longer have internet in my house and have not had internet in my house since 2010. FBI, with these low frequency weapons, have been terrorizing me in my house for the past 5 years, like I told you. Causing me all kinds of health problems, like I told you in some of the other videos. And they're still doing this to this day. I'm not out here killing nobody, selling drugs, and I'm not back and forth in and out of jail. I have no criminal convictions. The gun charge, the first offense handgun charge that started all this has since been expunged from my record. I have no charges, no convictions whatsoever. None. And FBI using this weapon on me is terrorizing me in my own house. You got a country that's almost $21 trillion in debt, and yet FBI can sit around and waste money paying these agents to be in the house next door to me, paying the electric bill, and bought that house for $300,000 so they could sit in that house and terrorize me in mine. You got federal law enforcement agencies with their own budget, and they can sit around and do whatever they want with no oversight. Nobody wants to believe this weapon exists. But I'm going to keep on contacting people. I'm going to keep on reaching out to any and everybody, whether they respond or not. I'm going to keep reaching out. If you hear that I died in my sleep of a heart attack, if you hear that I died of a heart attack, you know FBI is responsible for it. If you hear that I was shot in the street, FBI is responsible for that too, because I don't bother anybody. Nobody bothers me. But FBI in my neighborhood, FBI has been coming around my neighborhood. Of course, they don't look like FBI because they look just like dope boys. So they come around my neighborhood telling the little drug boys that live around there or that be around there all the time, whatever they telling them, trying to get these little dudes to do something to me. Now, exactly what they're telling them, I don't know. But all of a sudden, two things occurred. One, city police no longer sit in my neighborhood like they used to. They used to sit right at the gas station on the corner of Conklin and Lombard, sometimes for hours, just sitting there. They don't do that anymore. And then two, the little dope boys in the neighborhood looking at me and my mother. You know, I park the car, some dude gonna roll up and just stare in my face like he know me or something, or like I owe him some money or something, like I did something to him. And they did my mother the same way. So if you hear about anything that happens, if you hear about any shooting that occurred and I got shot or a home invasion or something, FBI is directly responsible for it. They do this and they can say, hey, we didn't do this. We didn't put them up to it. Of course, you know they lie about everything. These are the same people we're supposed to call for help. And yet these are the people that are terrorizing me in my own house. So stay tuned. Time is now 8:47. I'm on my way home, and I will keep you updated as to what that terrorist bitch do to me. That bitch ass nigga probably end up making me have a heart attack and put me in the hospital again, like they did back in July, from which the doctors found no fat deposit around my heart and no blockage in my veins that would say why I had a heart attack. And I ended up in the hospital for 24 hours. That's how long it took them to bring my heart rate under control. Actually, I was in there for a little over 24 hours, about 36. But that's how long it took them to get my heart rate under control. And all the tests they ran on me, they couldn't find nothing wrong. So stay tuned.